Hello everybody, Armand here from Shrimpstop. Hope everybody is doing well. This is another one of our question and answer videos. Please remember to put your questions in the description so that we can answer them. Also, remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification to get updates on any new videos that we post. The first question is, can I buy shrimp from a pet store? Yes, you can. Of course you can. You just have to follow the same rules that you would if you buy fish or plants from that same store. Ask questions. How long have the shrimp been in the store? That will give you an indication if it's safe to buy it, as you wouldn't buy a fish that only arrived that same day. Give it a few days. If there's any die-offs, let the die-offs happen in the pet store and not at your house. Now, when you buy them, quarantine them the same that you would do if you buy fish. That way you can see if there's any parasites or illness or fungus or anything that your shrimp are carrying with them, and you don't introduce them to your established tanks. That process should take you at least a week or two to make sure that there's nothing wrong with them. When you want to move them to your established tanks, remember to drip acclimate them the same that you did when you introduced them to the quarantine tank. The following question is it safe to have shrimp in a high-tech tank? Yes, it is if you follow a few basic rules. First off, I would say plant your tank, run your lights, run your CO2, dose as much as you want, but then gradually reduce before you add your shrimp. At the lowest point, add your shrimp, and keep in mind not to dose liquid CO2. Shrimp don't like liquid CO2. When you run pressurized CO2 like I'm doing behind me, remember to have it as low as possible. Don't overdo it, and also remember to have it start an hour after your lights go on and have it stop an hour before your lights go off. That is for your plants to change the CO2 into oxygen and that you don't gas your shrimp. That can happen. I have done it in the past. So keep an eye on CO2 in your tanks. The following question is, how do I set up a skittles tank? Now, in the last couple of years, that's become a big thing where you mix and match different colors of shrimp in the same tank. I, for one, wouldn't advise that, as what will happen is, especially if it's only neocardinas in there, you will start having them crossbreed with each other, and you will get wild colors and shrimp that don't look anything like their parents. So if you want to do that, you have to keep in mind that that's not going to be a permanent setup. What I would advise if you want to do something like that is to keep colonies separate and then add only males or only females to that tank to get that effect. Now, I, for one, I love the way that it looks. I would never keep it like that. All my tanks are color and species specific. And our last question is on leaves. What leaves are safe to use in a tank, and how do we prepare them for your tank? Now, the leaf that is probably the most used leaf in the aquarium hobby is Indian almond leaves. I've got them in all my tanks. They are 100% beneficial to your tank. They are antifungal, antibacterial, and a lot of other anti stuff that's absolutely great for your shrimp tanks. Plus, they are a long-term food source for your tanks. So not only does your adult shrimp graze on them, but also it's a safe place for your baby shrimp to hide as well. Now, other leaves that I use in my tanks are mulberry, stinging nettle, and dandelion leaves. All of them I go and gather fresh, and I use them accordingly. You can add some of them fresh to your tanks. Others, I would advise you boil them for at least 2 minutes in the microwave before you add them. Have them cool down, then add them to your tank. If you gather a lot, you can freeze them and then over time add them to your tank, or you can dry them and add them to your tank. But leaf and leaf litters in your tank is 100% beneficial. Just do a little bit of research before you add them to your tanks. Guys, thanks again for watching till the end. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. If you want to see more of our videos, please click here or here. Thanks and goodbye.
Stressed out.